Hello guys, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3 with our Austria Hungary playthrough for the year 1900. Last episode, on the first episode, we got started, went through some turns, and we're getting some tension up with Spain, which is what we want. Our tension with Italy is also going up, which is the opposite of what we want. This is like, maybe not the last person we want to fight, but it's certainly not the first. So that's unfortunate. However, out of a little bit of tension raising, we got some more budget among some other things. Given that we got some prestige too. Given that our closest protected cruisers are very close to finishing, the monthly balance we have and the leftover funds we have, I think we could start building another ship. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build another armored cruiser, just an armored cruiser. We're just using the historical names. I don't have the creativity to name all these things without taking forever doing it. So that's 22 months to build one. It'll cost 1,668 per turn per month. And yeah, so we're going to start building that. We can barely not afford it in our monthly balance, but it doesn't take that much out of our funds. And these will finish before it really becomes a problem. And as these finish, we could start building another one of these as well. We might be able to start it right now, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't want to push it. So for now, we'll just build that, and then I think we're good to go ahead and hit end turn. Unfortunately, our tension with Spain is going down just due to random tension changes. That's the only person I want tension with. So that's unfortunate. Let another turn go by. This is taking money out of my balance. It feels like faster than I'd expect it to, for every turn only being a month, unless my funds went away for some other reason. But a lot of building. America increases and then reduced after. Yeah, it's just all over the place. A lot more of our officers are showing their skill. Shipyard experience with wait, what? Shorten the construction time. Oh, cool. So if your shipyard has experience with making a certain kind of ship, then it can just lower the time that it takes, oh, that's where all the extra money went. Oh, I get it. Basically, we paid that extra month right now. Like it's the Vulcan, yeah. We paid for 2 months in one turn because it went faster. That could be bad if you're not careful about your finances, but I'll take it. Yeah, with how these are going, I think we can afford to get another armored cruiser building. The Frundsberg, we're going to go ahead and start building that. And then when these are done, so we're talking about a little under 2 years here, we'll have a total of 8 armored cruisers. I'd be happy to go into war with 8. Ideally, I want to get this number to 10 before we have a war, ideally. And we're even then, we're kind of pushing it with our monthly balances and whatnot, but we're just going to keep going. The protected cruiser Admiral spawns commissioned into the Navy, and we have some research problems. Tension with Italy keeps increasing due to historical reasons, which is really not great. Really not great, honestly. We're not gonna have that fun of a time if war really does break out there. At least, you know, most of their stuff will be mothballed. Our crew quality is hitting good. The new protected cruiser has to work up, so its crew quality is not good. So hopefully we'd have some kind of good situation. We would just be outnumbered so much. That doesn't sound like it would be too great for us. The Admiral spawn's gonna need a commander. We can only assign junior officers to this role, so we'll just assign the best one that I see, really. And that's pretty much taken care of. Money is gonna get better soon because we're gonna finish this, but it's just barely gonna be positive, so I'm not gonna start any new building just yet. Go ahead and just go to the next turn. New docks completed. Oh, awesome. Next protected cruiser is ready. Kai's returned from state visit to Italy, bringing home proposals to solve outstanding sources of tension between our nations. Okay. So I can lose budget, but also lose tension with them specifically. I just got that budget increase, but it came with prestige as well. This seems smart, because again, I really don't think I'm ready for a war with Italy. I don't want to have a war with Italy. I'll take the budget hit, because again, it still just scales based on your what's it called? Your economy. So yeah, no, we'll just take the budget reduction because Italy is not someone we really want to be pissing off. Got some research advances in machinery. That's always a good thing. It's been exactly 1 year since the start. It's now 1901. The only other person I think that has expanded their docks is Japan. And it's expanded by 1,000 for them. It actually expanded for 2,000 for us, which is really nice. I'm going to build it up even more. This is pricey, but I think it's worth it still. We need to have bigger dock sizes to support bigger ships, and up to a certain amount we'll need this. Ideally, honestly, we just need to have it in comparison to others' docks, and we're almost caught up to the most front runners here, but I'm going to be imagining that they're building theirs up as well anyway, so I am just going to go ahead and build up more. We do still need to promote a commander for the Aurora. The only other person I really know of is this guy, below average. Guess I'll just assign him. Maybe he'll get better, maybe not. We have that Naval Academy running, so poor officers are always just a temporary concern. Really, tension with Italy is down by 1. That's more manageable. Not perfect, but it's better. France building coastal stuff. Tension with the USA up. New admiral of above average capability. Okay, nothing particularly important that turn for us. The Admiral Spawn has finished her working up, so that's good. Advances in ship design. Heavy secondary batteries research. We've accomplished some other researches in the past turns, but I haven't paid them too much attention, honestly. Heavy secondary batteries, secondary guns heavier than 8 inches. That's cool, not too relevant right now. And other progress. I know we've made a lot of progress in techs. I really wasn't paying enough attention to see if we have researched anything, but regardless, Russia has increased their naval budget. Great Britain increased naval spending. Yeah, that sounds about right. Our economy is one of the slowest growing in the world. Oh, tensions with Italy have gone down. Perfect. But with Great Britain and France going up a little bit, as long as it's in this range, it's honestly pretty manageable. Russia, a war with them would be silly because we wouldn't really be able to fight it. It would probably just end in a white peace, so it would be kind of irrelevant. Even with Spain tensions going down, we still haven't actually worked up our high intel against Spain, which is funny. But yeah, for now, I think we just need time to keep going by. So let's go ahead and hit end turn again. Aurora finished her working up. Internal upheaval in Samoa. France sending a force there to restore order. It's likely they have more far-reaching plans. So this is like them trying to potentially get a colony. And I can just basically not care, or I can try to stop them from getting it. I don't really care if France gets a colony in Samoa. I'm only concerned with the Mediterranean. I don't need more tension, especially not with Spain. Yeah, they took Samoa, that's fine. It can rebel, they can give it away, and someone else can take it from them. It really doesn't affect me. Not currently, anyway. Torpedo technology is improving, getting more range and more speed. So that's pretty cool. It feels like when the year changed, we got some extra money to work with. So right now we have like 3-4 months till our other protected cruisers are done. So we're going to go ahead and build another armored cruiser. It's only 2 more that we need to build. I'm going to do these like one at a time. So the Marburg armored cruiser is going to start building. There you go. We'll go ahead and end our turn. We're going to take some heavy losses to money for a turn or 2, maybe 3 turns, but regional war scenes imminent in the Balkans. One of our major arms manufacturers wants to step up exports to likely belligerents. What's your reaction? And use this to lower tension or raise budget and tension generally. I love how all the nations that I don't want to fight are the ones I have tensions with. I would like more budget. That would be nice, but I would also like less tension generally. Having more budget isn't insanely important right now, given the scale of things. Let's just go to lower global tensions. Turret and gun mountings breakthrough. Rate of fire improvement. Cool. I'm happy with that. Otherwise, nothing excessively important. There you go. Much more manageable tensions arriving with these guys. Still working up that intel. Intel takes a while to work up to the highest level, it seems. Oh, man. There's been an uprising in an African country in the focus of a great power colonial ambition. We need to send a force to evacuate our nationals, protect our interests. What size should the force be? A gunboat is a little bit of tension no matter what. A cruiser adds a little bit of tension but gives prestige. And for, it seems like a similar amount of tension, send a battleship and we get budget and a lot of prestige. I can't say no to this. +2 prestige, maybe. and some budget for a similar, not excessively higher amount of tension here, give me that. I'll take that. Setback in tech. I can't wait to see what our tensions are. Yeah, that's about what I expected. 7, 8, still manageable. Good thing I went for the tension reduction before, but like, holy shit. Better budget though. Yeah, we got 2 prestige. Okay. And turn again. Naval visit by Japan. Comment on the visiting ships. Well, I don't really care about Japan. They're on the other side of the world. I'll just take the prestige by insulting them. It should only raise tensions with them. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Look where they are. They're not going to threaten us, nor could they really afford to. We can't go fight them, but then we would just get a white peace anyway. An anti-British rebellion has broken out in Bermuda, so Bermuda might break away from them. The Vulcan has commissioned into the Navy. Ambassador from Russia wishes to curb... Well, we curb our naval program in interest of peace and stability. Why? No, fuck you. What? If they're that nervous, call a disarmament conference. Yeah, I have my prestige. I'm happy with it. Just, if you're nervous, call a disarmament conference. Oh my god, they did. You know, if you're that nervous, why don't you just call a disarmament conference? And honestly, I was thinking about this. This could actually be really useful to me. So, international disarmament conferences, basically, they determine what ships anybody in the world can build. And if you're not a democracy, you can kind of get away from that a little bit. But basically, I love how they're actually doing it, by the way. No ships of more than 12,000 tons displacement may be built. So our current battleships are above this limit, which is funny. Which means this is good for me because all the other nations that have started building battleships definitely have not finished them yet. And so, if they're above this number, which they almost certainly are, they would get scrapped immediately. This would really nerf the production of battleships if this goes through. Though ideally, I would want them to be like a little bit higher, like 11-inch guns, because we have that, and maybe at least 13,000 tonnage. So let's negotiate for a higher limit. 17,000 displacement, caliber limit to 11. This is actually higher than I expected. And then this is the treaty tonnage of like what everybody's going to be allowed to have. Where are we here? We'd be limited to a total tonnage of 130,000. What is our total tonnage? We need a higher total tonnage limit than this because we already have more than this. So no, we need more. Let's see. Final draft, 17,000 displacement. That's roughly what we'll be able to build soon, so that could still be useful. It wouldn't stop anyone from building anything they're already building, but it would kind of allow us to compete with everybody else. Our current total tonnage, 172,000. Yeah, like... This would kind of not... I don't know. This would limit us quite a bit. They would limit us to having the same fleet size as Spain. That's what I don't really like about this. Ooh, this is tough. This is really tough because my economy is way better than Spain's. I shouldn't only have this tonnage. This is ridiculous. So it could have been good, but it's not really very good. You can see tensions between all kinds of nations are pretty bad. And I think this would raise just tension between everybody if I picked this because this is going to raise it. Because I'm really not sure I could agree to this. Because I can do way better than Spain. I could do at least as good as Japan. But it's trying to limit us more than anybody. So I don't feel like I can accept this. The problem is if I don't accept this, we might end up in a war, maybe multiple, like really fucking quickly. Yeah, no, this would just nerf us too badly in comparison to everybody else. So no, we can't sign this. I'm sorry. But hey, look, we're almost able to make destroyers that are 400 tons. Bermuda Rebellion continues. Yeah, tension with everybody's increasing, which is unfortunate for a lot of them. We don't want to go to war with like either of these. This wouldn't really matter that much. This would also be unfortunate. So things are getting hot. Things are getting real hot. Just for readability, by the way. This line and this line are our tensions with others. Clearly, we have generated the most tension, which is an oof. But the thing is, like, I feel like if it's over my tonnage limit, it would have just scrapped it. And I've already started building a lot of important things that I don't want to stop building. I think they're really underestimating my capability here. Has anyone else been expanding their docks already? Actually, well, Japan is. But so far, like, yeah, we're about to catch up in dock size, which is good. So this is risky. Scary, maybe, in fact. We did get a ship that finished building, yes? Yes, we did. It was the Vulcan. It needs a commander now. We don't know how good anybody is, so we're just going to start having to pick them at random. Oh, no, okay, no, he's already on one. Just picking them at random, then. War does seem like it may be on the horizon, so I'm going to order training priorities in gunning. 30% increase to maintenance. It'll cost this much per month, I believe. And so that, at least I think that's what that means. And this will give me a bonus to gunnery, so I'm going to apply that. It'll take a year just to kick in. But that's fine. Because, you know, we might need that. So let's go ahead and proceed into the next turn. New protected cruisers done. Bermuda defeated the British forces. Bermuda declared independence. Hell yeah, I gotta watch these tensions real close. America, Spain reducing, Great Britain reducing. Great Britain reducing is good. Spain reducing is not good. I need all of these to reduce, ideally. Again, Russia, I don't really know if Russia would matter. They can't easily fight me. Sure, their navy's bigger, but fighting me here where they have no basing, that would be very difficult for them. So Bermuda, that's over here somewhere. Where's Bermuda? It's somewhere over here, right? Bermuda? I don't know where Bermuda. Oh wait, no, Bermuda. Is this Bermuda? This looks like it would be a Bermuda. Yeah, there you go. Bermuda is now independent, so that's cool. It's a little bit less. Does that give anything? Yeah, a little tiny bit less money for Great Britain. That's cool. We are just going to hold on to our money for right now. We need to promote a new commander into a role, just random because we don't know how anybody is. One more turn and another protected cruiser will finish, so end turn. We can now build destroyers of up to 400 tons displacement, and we can now build early coastal submarines, which will actually be pretty useful for us given that we're going to be basing entirely in the Mediterranean. As a country like America, I would definitely skip over this, but for us, it would be useful. I think they build pretty quickly too, so we could build them closer to or in wartime. Because you can't really upgrade subs. You can only build them and then like build new ones later, that kind of thing. Tension with France and Spain are reducing. Okay, things are getting a little less tense. These two I definitely want tensions reducing with. I really can't afford to fight those guys. If a monthly balance is positive, I'm tempted to start building something new, but I think I need to let the money build up a little bit given how expensive these armored cruisers are. We can now build subs. 1,400 per sub. That is cheap. That's total cost. Monthly build cost of only 100. Maintenance cost of only 20. They have shit reliability, so these will be very inefficient. But you can build them in high number. And given that everything we do will be here, coastal submarines could be handy. They have a build time of 14 months, so I'm not even sure if I do want to, like, build a certain amount. Autobox build specified number of submarines each month. No, I think I'll manage this myself. Still gonna prioritize surface fleet first. Oh, I need to... Oh, what? Oh, no. Okay, I think it's just auto-assigned a leader. I should have hit no, not X. Vulcan finished her working up. France is considering naval rearmament program. How to react. Complain at the next disarmament conference. Ships are no threat to our better equipped navy. Condemn them. This is not worth it. We don't want to fight France. And I don't want to raise tension for literally no reason. I think I'll take the tiny prestige hit to just lower tensions. Tension very high between Great Britain and Germany. Okay, oh, Great Britain and Germany might be going to war in 1901. Okay. That would be interesting to potentially get in on. Potentially. Oh yeah, I still haven't designed my next destroyers. That's fine. I'm prioritizing cruisers right now, so we'll wait on the destroyers. That's not my focus right now. So, tensions are better. We did take one prestige hit. I'm fine with that. Let's take a look at relations. Oh my god, very high is one way to put it. They could go to war literally any time now. The current barrier is 10. Once you hit 10, you could go to war. They literally just might go to war any moment. Who else is close? Japan and Russia. This chart's a little hard to read sometimes, to be honest. But Japan and Russia are getting there. Okay. That's really interesting. In a one-on-one fight, Great Britain would demolish Germany. They really would, which is unfortunate. Because, well, you know, bad Great Britain. But damn, wouldn't it be so cool to kind of join Great Britain and then... Not join Great Britain, join Germany, and then kind of hold our own over here against whatever Brits are over here, which right now is not an insane amount. Why are the Russians down here? Russians can't base out of here. They might just be moving. They might be moving to the Far East or from it. We could fight what they have here, certainly, but overall, it would not be that promising of a war. Let's lay down. Let me just confirm I have the math right. We have, right now, 6. We're building 3. Okay, yeah. Let's lay down the final armored cruiser we want, the Lisa, and start building that. If I need more money, I'll just halt the construction. But other than that, we should be fine. And then we'll have my cruiser fleet where I want it. 10 and 10, that we would demolish Spain. And we'd actually start standing up to Italy a good bit better. Maybe not perfectly, but a good bit better. Their overall tonnage, oh, they're building like 7. Well, you know, until their stuff finishes, anyway. For now, we'll just keep progressing the time. Helgoland finished her working up. Hull improvements. Tension with France went back up again. Is there a commander that needs to be assigned? No, it was just handled randomly. Okay, never hit the X. Lesson learned. Our new docks are completed, and another armored cruiser or protected cruiser has finished its working up. Machinery development, that's good. That will help us in any future designs or refits, if we refit engines anyway. Unexpected delays affected the building of the Frundsberg. That might actually save us money for a turn, technically. Great Britain's increasing naval spending. They should be increasing naval spending because they have high tensions with someone, not just to keep their hegemony. Tensions are going up even more with Spain now being against Great Britain, having some decent tensions. Decent. And America with Russia. Don't think I'm missing anything. So that's pretty crazy. Let's look at the dock sizes in the world now. So we're up to 17,000 and went up by 2,000 again. We have the biggest dock size in the world. America has expanded to 17,000 as well. So I could continue building up the dock size, but right now I don't need to because we already have some of the biggest docks in the world. We could put it off for a couple turns. Just building docks every single year is not actually the best. I think what I'll do instead with my money is we can now kind of get a new destroyer. I had to make a lot of compromises on that 300 tonner, remember? It was speed 26 knots. It had this exact armament, 1 3-inch gun and 2 2-inch guns. But also, it only had 1 swivel mount on either side. I can throw in another one in the center that can swivel to either side, meaning we can get 2 torps off on any one side at any one time. And we can gain 28, so 2 more knots speed. This is so much more acceptable. This would actually be able to keep up with a lot of the other destroyers that I've seen in the world. Some of them still go faster in the pre-gens, but this is way more acceptable, and I don't feel like I had to make any massive compromises here at all, given that it's short range and we're using it only in the Mediterranean. So I'm very happy with this, and I am going to destroy. I'm going to design it, this new destroyer, the Kigio. We're going to save and finish this. It's going to cost 134 to design, to like have it studied and designed and developed for construction. And then we will definitely probably use that as the basis of our destroyer fleet. We do have to promote a commander, assign one to this. Is this the Vulcan? Wait, what? Didn't we already have a commander there? I guess not. We know this guy's not too bad. I mean, he's not great, but we'll assign him. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit next turn. Spy from Italy has been discovered. What do we do? So, handle it quietly and discreetly is just kind of the default. We can basically tell them to fuck off because of it to raise tension and potentially gain budget, but we don't want to go to war with them. The Spain's the one we want to go to war with. Italy will kick our teeth in. So quietly and discreetly, research breakthrough, gradual damage control improvement. That's nice. And everything else going well. Someone's, oh, you know, I think occasionally some of them just get promoted, and that's why. All right, our destroyer's ready to go. We don't have a fraction as much destroyers as everybody else has, so we're definitely going to want to raise that number at least to match Spain, you know? So I'll order an initial production run of the Kigyo of, let's say, 12 of them. So we have exactly as many as we have of the Panther, which is our 300-tonner. So yeah, let's go ahead and just run that. The monthly build cost is going to be kind of high though, actually. Honestly, that's fine. We're not expanding our docks or anything anytime soon anyway, and the build time is only 8 months. The maintenance is way lower than the build cost. Let's just get a full, like, 2 divisions of those fuckers going. Speaking of, I think we have enough protected cruisers for a new division. So let's set one of those up. And set it up as, give it the role of a screen. Maybe? Because I don't think destroyers can be screens yet. No, they cannot. So just give it the role of like a screen. And we can assign, add ships to a division. All of these guys here. Just from top to bottom. There you go. Now they're full. We got to give them a commander as well. We can also schedule division training. I don't know what that does. Only available when at war. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I see. Because it does this training normally in peacetime. So we will assign a commander. And what do we have available? Of course, we want to use the admirals because it's hard to keep those lower ranks. Like, it's hard to have enough of them. These are cruisers, so we definitely want someone that's at least average. So I'll go ahead and just put this Polovina guy. He's a pretty safe bet. So he's in charge now. He has his own group. Tensions are still through the roof. Tensions are only going up between Germany and Great Britain, so they should be having a war, which is good. They can go destroy each other's navies, you know? That would be great for me. Navies bigger than me, beating each other up. I wish Italy would be a little less... Wait, I'm sorry. Do we have 9 with them? Oh my god, we're dangerously close to going to war with both Russia and Italy then. Ooh, that's not good. America is just as close to going to war with Russia. Tensions are raising literally everywhere. The failure of that conference really fucked up. But I was really happy to do it because it would have meant that it would have been easier for me to actually keep up in terms of the size of things. But the tonnage they were giving me just made it really, really not worth it. Some divisions or ships have no commander assigned. It's a ship. It's a ship. It's the Zenta. So let's go ahead and assign the Zenta a commander. Hey, look, we actually found a decent junior officer. Might have just been that that guy got promoted. One of our cruisers has run aground on the shore of a minor nation while performing an illicit intelligence operation. They threatened to impound the ship. What is our reaction? This sucks. This sucks so much. This sucks so much. Because I either take a prestige hit or tension will go up. And then I can basically guarantee a war that I don't want. So we'll just let them know. Sincere apology, compensation, release a ship. We'll take that little prestige hit. I can afford it. Prestige is a currency. And not having a war with Italy is paramount. I just noticed that Spain is building 3 new battleships now. So they're actually trying to get more battleships than us. Once they have those finished, we'll actually have the least battleships in the world. So that'll be pretty interesting. It'll take them a few years to finish all of them. I think they started building 2 of them pretty early. Say roughly by 1904, they should have more battleships than we do. How does that add up in tonnage? Yeah, more than us. So we might end up needing to make more. And I wouldn't really want to make more of a 13,000 tonner, so we might even need a newer pre-dread design. We'll see. But we have enough for this episode, so... with tensions skyrocketing and a war about to break out in the world, maybe multiple. Can't wait to see where this goes next episode. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you on that next episode.